Monday night with Late Nights with All Access. All access. All access. Catch the latest news trends and everything happening around San Antonio, Texas. We go live on YouTube every Monday night with live energy, live comments, and live giveaways. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access. All access.
Late Nights with All Access. All access. All access.
And we are back, Late Nights with All Access. Myself right here, Mike Anthony. Right next to me, I have both owners, Matt and Enga with Mattenga's. Episode 315 right here. And look at all of this beautiful, delicious food right in front of us. A quick shout out to Aja Brown. She's not here with us today. Happy heavenly birthday to your mama. Just remember, she's so proud of you. I'm proud of you. Love you, so enjoy this night off. Again, we're over here at Mattenga's Pizzeria, and please make sure to like, comment, hit that subscribe button for this new episode 315. John Martinez making sure that we sound and look good, especially with the lights over here too. Welcome back to the podcast.
It's good to be back.
It is amazing. I mean, it feels like time just goes quicker all the time.
Yeah,
You know? It's just amazing. So
fast.
you all have a new location now, right?
Yes, we do.
So
Yeah.
share a little bit about that. Where is it exactly?
So the new location's in New Braunfels. It's our second location up there. We had put our pizza truck up there for a few months, and then we got that location. It's at New Braunfels Marketplace in front of the Crunch
Santikos.
gym that's coming, the Santikos. La Cosecha is in the parking lot with Fork and Spoon and a whole bunch of other businesses. Right, you can see it off 35. We have
wow.
35 visibility. It's a great location. There's a retention pond they made look like a slightly nicer pond. So it's almost like having waterfront location
It's
there.
very pretty.
So
It's our
it's very
prettiest
nice.
store.
Right next to
Really?
the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the river's just down the street.
How did y'all know to pick that location? Like for you all and for the viewers that don't know, they have about, I want to say 9 now, right? Or
We have 8.
locations.
Eight
Yeah.
locations. How do you know how to pick? Like what's the mindset behind that?
Well, you pick some bad ones and you learn.
Right?
the good ones. That's
one, true.
I mean,
We've done that.
We've had to close a couple, so we've been there, done that. Got that T-shirt, a couple of those T-shirts. They're quite painful. And so to look at this location, it was a second gen pizza spot that we found and would work for us, work for our concept. It had great access. It just wasn't. The reasons they closed it was not because of sales or volume or anything like that. It was different reasons. With that one was a franchise, so the franchise had issues, and so we looked at it and we're like, yeah, I think Mattenga's can do well here. And then we posted a banner up, and local realtor up there, I am forgetting his name right now. Help me with his name.
I don't remember his name, but it was a local realtor
wanna give him a
came
shout
out. I
out.
was
I
like,
don't
oh, is
remember.
that?
They saw the banner go up. I put the banner
that
up.
video had like what 8,000 views. Like we didn't even open the store yet.
And
Like
they were
some
like,
of them.
we're so ready.
Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's
it was
amazing.
a huge blessing. Yes, praise God. Find his name, please. We need to
I
give him
will.
a shout
I'm
out.
working
He
on
did
that.
great.
Yes.
That's amazing. So how many has it been weeks now that it's been open?
I
Since
think
June.
we're
Since June or months?
like June 20th, June 19th, somewhere in there.
Okay.
We opened.
So 2 months now.
Yeah, not even. I think 8 weeks, 9 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So it's already
My goodness, I
doing
can't
very
see
well
it.
for us.
That
And
is
I still
amazing.
haven't even got the TABC license yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I forgot an apostrophe.
Oh.
I confessed my mistakes.
No,
live
Matt's,
on the
Matt's not
podcast.
joking. Like we got.
I'm not joking. I
happened?
forgot the apostrophe.
Mattenga's has it.
On the S.
Yes,
Wow.
I mistyped on one line because the EIN form does not allow apostrophes, but the Secretary of State did. And so in the LLC form, on Secretary of State, it has Mattenga's with apostrophe. Well, I thought it was the EIN form I should use, and I did not get that. So
So he had to
that
come
cost me
back
another
and
week.
print everything, and like it's no joke. That's ridiculous what we have to do with.
They actually, that's crazy.
Yeah,
The,
they
comp,
Wow.
the comptroller is part of the process. They kicked me back.
Wow.
Delayed over a week because I forgot the apostrophe.
That is insane. So how
Get the apostrophe
I know,
now.
right? But how long does that take? Now.
Well, I'm still waiting for them to
Still
get
waiting?
back. They keep
Okay.
kicking back. Oh,
To get the
sign this.
TABC
Oh,
licenses.
For a beer
So
and wine?
I'm at,
Yes.
Yes.
I applied as soon as we took over, so I'm at 3 months on the process
Okay.
right now. 3.5 months.
Yeah.
But you all have to go check it out. So, I mean,
We got frozen lemonade there. You can
Hey,
try that.
there you go.
Yeah.
Now, which locations have beer and wine? Is
Our
it all
shirt
locations
store
or
and Alamo Ranch.
Alamo Ranch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Alamo Ranch location. That's a real nice one.
It is very pretty.
Yeah.
Matt heavily built that. He was involved in building it and all that. So it took a
Came
long
out good.
time. It took a long time to build it. We thought it's going to be 3 to 6 months. It took over a year. So.
Over a year?
Yeah, it's just the electric. We lost money somewhere. The permit, getting the fire marshal to come out. Shout out to the guy.
From last year to this year, I've seen more of your content being more informational based on as business owners. How has that been working for you all? Like, not just the funny content and, you know, the food content, but actual content that you share information as business owners. What shifted to that direction in certain
Are you talking about
content?
like we're at the location that was broken into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just
But
or just talking numbers and
The
letting
stuff
people
you don't
know.
hear about.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
that don't really know what the cost of the pizza is and what's this and that. What kind of shifted to the funny, you know, content, the food, the specials, all that to, hey, now let's go ahead and dive into, hey, we got broken into, or
Yeah.
hey, this is what it's costing us for this pizza for us to do this. Like, I love it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean,
Appreciate
I think it's the more you can bring people behind the scene for, you know, and be more transparent as a business owner. I think people will understand. They're able to see your success and the good days and the bad days. So that one video in this store that we're in got broken into, which was, I forgot, it was a couple of months ago or so. That video had
was
like
end of June.
80,000 views. It got us
San
on the
Antonio News
local
shared it.
news, shared it and all of that. So
They actually, we talked to the police officer filing the police report. They had hit 2 or 3 other chain pizza places.
In the same
Papa
day,
John's
those
and a
3
Domino's,
guys.
I think, and then 2 of the vape shops also, or something. The same,
All in the same
day,
night.
Same night.
Wow.
yeah,
Did they ever capture the person?
No.
Not that I've heard yet.
no.
I'm hoping.
Wow. If you know any tips, y'all, let us know.
Yeah.
Free pizza for a whole year.
And
There
you can
you
read
go.
the comments. Everybody thought it was an employee, current or past. We investigated the current ones. It's not them. Past ones, we don't know.
Well, we
There's
realized.
probably one in the past that I could think of.
Yep.
There's been a couple options.
I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, we know. We know.
Hiring is an adventure.
Oh my God. So is firing. It's a whole.
Right.
Remember
It
that
is.
roller coaster we were
You
talking
know
about?
what? A friend and I were talking about this, and this is what happens. Even within my team, I try not to let go of anybody or quote unquote fire anybody. I always ask them how they're performing, and I ask them, do you feel that this is a time in your life to where you should be part of this team? Like, take accountability. Are you doing what you want to do for the brand, for the company, and for yourself at the end of the
question.
day? And so I pressure them because I try to let them take accountability to where they can see and say, hey, you know what? You're right. It's not my timing right now. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And they kind of step back and disappear, you know, in a way. Compared to me saying, hey, this is not for you. I'm sorry, but you got to go. Because of the fact that, and this is the only reason, like one of the reasons why, is because you will be a victim into their story when they get asked, hey, how come you're not part of All Access anymore? It's very rare people will take accountability and say, I wasn't performing right, I wasn't waking up early, I wasn't going to work with a good attitude. They want to have a victim into their story, and typically it's going to be us. As the
villain?
The villain.
Yes. Yeah, they like to make us the villain
and so
sometimes.
that's what happens. So instead of saying it's me, they point the finger at someone else. So
Right.
me and my friend, we were just having lunch about this. Shout out to Scott Maloof. His birthday was in June, and it took us 2 months to just sit down for his birthday because the guy was traveling so much. But we had this conversation because I think that's a fair adjusting, like a assessment of when you let go of someone. That's the common question they get asked is what happened with you and this organization or this company, and then they make the person the villain.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
at some
I
point,
think sometimes you have to, though. Like sometimes we've had some people. It's not a large percentage, but some
Yeah.
people are like, "It was the best thing you did for me,
Mhm.
firing me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need that. Sometimes letting them quit, they keep believing
Yeah.
that we're the villain,
Mm-hmm.
even though sometimes it's like, "Hey, wake up, you got to change."
Mm-hmm.
And as business owners, sometimes it's our responsibility. We want people to succeed in life,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's here with us or going and doing something else. Like
What do we want to make
some
sure?
people just need that. Maybe they didn't get enough discipline as a kid or got too much, and they just need
That's
something
true.
as a
too.
young adult. Firing a 16-year-old.
Comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, firing a 16-year-old can be the best thing for setting them up on success in the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Like
Even
if they
though
were
in the
tardy
moment-
multiple times.
Even though in the moment,
for example,
they're suffering.
yeah.
I mean, I've gone through some struggles. So in my early 20s, all the mistakes I made, now fast forward, changed lives and all that. Changed my own life, I mean.
Yeah.
So it's I think we all got to go through something like that. You ever remember the first jobs that y'all had? What were they? What was it like? Did you ever work at a pizza restaurant before?
No,
owning
man,
a
I've
pizza?
never worked at a restaurant ever before buying
No,
one.
Zero restaurant experience.
Not even a dishwasher.
No,
nothing.
no,
Zero.
nothing.
Yes.
No.
So no experience of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
What about cooking, at least?
Oh no,
Well,
I'm not good at cooking.
Matt's good at grilling, of course, but cooking. I'm Iranian, so we grew up a
Mhm.
lot around all kinds of food and stuff. So, or baking bread.
I am great at eating.
Me too over here, but I love cooking too as well.
Yeah.
So
But one of the things that we're talking about, running a restaurant business operations is about 10% is food.
Mm-hmm.
To make it a success, it's a lot of management, operations, cash
Mm-hmm.
flow management, marketing, media,
Administration.
partnership, administration. Like it's a lot it's a business operation.
and this is the content that you were sharing that I saw. I saw one video that you made, and it was just breaking it down. What inspired you to do that video?
Well, I don't know if you saw videos on Mattenga's or videos of me in another channel, because I also
Both.
Yeah.
It was both. And I don't know if y'all
She's been on a
collaborate.
lot of media lately.
Yeah. I've been in a lot of media,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Yes. So
Yeah.
share it.
Sure. I mean, like overall, we're really breaking costs down, breaking it down of how much goes for food, how much goes for labor, how much goes, and I think those are just great education for business owner and customers and team members, because a lot of team members think that, oh man, they must be making so much money. We do make, and I always I had once a kids build your own pizza event, and all these kids and the parents were around, and the little kid asked, "How much money do you make?" Asked me, and the parents were like, she's asking me. But then I was like, we do make a lot of money, and we spend a lot of money. So we,
Yeah, if you like spending money, the restaurant's a great
just-
business
I
for
know,
that.
Right.
we I don't know, is it 90 to 92% of the money just goes for, maintaining the whole thing is to hopefully to keep 8 to 10%. That's just the restaurant business
On
for
a
you.
good day, average
day.
restaurants is 3 to 5.
How's the feedback though when someone sees like a customer or maybe a colleague, like a peer, like someone that's also in a pizza restaurant? Have you got the feedback of like, oh my gosh, Mattenga, y'all doing too much, or why are you sharing this information? Or because when I share certain information about the festivals and the back end of it and how we structure it, and because most people, the comments that I get sometimes are, this guy's just trying to make so much money off of these festivals, but when they learn that we don't charge the vendors, we give vendors tickets, they could keep 100% of their sales, my team keeps 100% of their sales, and they're like, wait, where do you make your money? Yeah.
It's a business, you got to make some money.
Yeah, so it's funny when people don't know, So
Yeah.
when you're sharing the
Yeah.
information, what's the feedback that you get more supporters like that?
We
too,
get
as well?
a lot of
It was very
support.
entertaining. The comments on that particular
Okay.
post was very entertaining. Like, she's lying. There's no way.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. It's not possible. The math doesn't work. And
I
just
saw
like,
that. I saw someone
Yeah.
saying the math don't math, and
Yeah.
they're like breaking it down.
Yeah, they're wrong.
Yeah.
It is the math. It is the math, and it's a lot of pizzas. I mean, overall,
We may have lumped some things into specific categories for that.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still.
overall, great support, and I think one of the things to realize is you cannot please everybody. So a percentage of people will always disagree with something. If they don't like what is the content, is the shirt, it's the hat, it's the something. They will find something to, and so I tend to just ignore a lot. But you will find your people. You need to put the right information out there to attract the right people and repel those that don't belong. So it really doesn't.
I think, I don't think it matters. I think we're in the business. It's authentic, about authenticity. I mean, we're sharing, this is the real numbers. Most people, you have no idea how that got here. Like, you probably don't know. The cup and char pepperoni costs an extra $1.50 a pound than the big pepperoni there underneath. But we're charging the same amount for that pepperoni. We are averaging it. Like, it's, how difficult it is to figure that stuff out and make sure the profit margin works so that we can stay in business, put food on the table for the kids, and, hopefully pay for college for them.
Well, not only that, but also for you to pay your employees, too.
Yes, and wanted to take care of our people. One of the things is, like, there are statistics that come out how food costs has gone up like 20 to 30% over like last year.
Okay.
That's across the board. But we've not grown sales that much, like many restaurants across.
In fact, as you raise prices, studies show certain points, every price percentage increase,
you lose customers.
You lose volume. And so there has to be a balance to where you can't go up this high, otherwise your foot traffic goes down so much that you actually are losing sales and the ability to stay open.
Yeah, so like
it is a very fine line.
A lot of restaurants, we've not grown sales. Like maybe we grow 5 to 10%. We grow our sales year over year. But if you're paying so much more for food, like our margins it's just squeezing the margins. But the team members don't realize. But the problem is also team members, they spend more money on gas or the rent or food. I mean, if you buy a steak now at a grocery store, I don't know how people pay for stuff. Like team members that we have, it's very expensive.
I'm glad we're not a burger restaurant right now.
Oh,
the
my
cost
goodness.
of beef is $10 to $12 a pound.
So
or more.
For you to pivot, how do you grow with knowing all that, and how do you add another restaurant? Like what is it that's working for you to being able to say, hey, you know what, we know all this for the viewers to know too. How do you navigate through that, understanding like
we're just
the
a little
economy,
off somewhere. I'm a little off on the visionary. She's the integrator. So
well, overall, we have a large volume, so it's a small percentage of a large volume. So that has allowed us to. That goes back into, I believe, every business's obsession must be growing sales.
Yes.
Period.
Absolutely.
That cures a lot of problems in life. But because we have 8 restaurants, margin is the same across the board, but we have a much larger volume.
Yes.
And so we are able to save money and build up to fund our next operations because of that. So I think as the margins get tighter, people need to be even more aggressive about going out there and get customers.
If we were starting today, it would be 10 times more difficult than it was when we started in 2014. Maybe more.
And why is that? Just the cost of everything right now at this moment?
Cost of everything. You have a shift in overall population. According to some studies I've seen, 1 in 7 Americans is on GLP-1 or some form of that.
Stuff.
So they're eating less. They're purchasing out less. You have inflation in the food sector that the government doesn't track, because if they did, they would all be removed from office. So that inflation has caused people that you have to choose how often you're going out to eat. Now, like, how many pepperoni pizzas are you buying, Mike Anthony, this year versus, say, 3 years ago after COVID? Like, would you say, are you buying more pepperoni pizzas or less?
I think
or food eating out.
Well, I mean, like, I'm different because I love pizza, so I buy once a week. So, but I also go for the pizza that is affordable to purchase every week, too, as well. So if you shameless plug, have a Domino's app, then you could buy those carryouts for like $5.99 or $7.99.
Right.
Obviously, those are a bigger chain, and they can get away with that.
And they are also they come up with they're suffering. Their stocks are down. They're
like, really?
They don't
they're
have
not
good
making
margin.
money.
They're not making money on it.
See, wow.
But they also have, again, what they have is volume. They have
the volume,
way more volume of customers, so they make tiny profit, if at all. It's just so tiny that their stocks are all down. But they
I think
destroy
it's the largest single-year decrease for Domino's in the last
independence
since they came out with the new crusts back in 2004.
Oh, wow.
With all those discounts, so they attract all. It's so much competition. We live in shirts like within 1 mile radius of our shirt store. I don't know if you've seen like Piata. I don't know if you've heard like that
Yes,
area is
mhm.
growing tremendously.
It is.
We got a Piata, Cava, Chipotle, Dave's Hot Chicken, all like, and then so we're competing also to get team members, not only
And it's
customers.
affected us sales-wise at that location.
Yeah.
Because we're multi-location, we opened the new location, we felt that at the company level a little bit less. So
Yeah.
part of the adding locations is strategically like, where are we going that's got less competition so we can go out there.
Yeah. So like Matt was saying, like 10
But
years
real
ago,
estate-
it
real
was
estate
less
is-
competition than today.
Yeah.
There's a lot more options.
Real
people
estate
have.
has made it difficult also. Like you look at rent, let's say rent for this space, I don't know what it is. Our total monthly payment is, let's say $5,000 a month here.
Okay.
Of that $5,000, between $1,400 and $1,800 is the triple net pass through. So the landlord charges a rent payment, and then they charge all the taxes and insurance and the common area maintenance to fix the parking lot or
Yes.
the signs or whatever gets passed through. So of our total rent payment, it's actually like $1,500 to $1,800 of that is going to government for tax, property tax, which increased after 2022 and COVID and everything like that. It doubled at all of our stores. So that tax was on average around $700. Now I would say the average tax at each location per month is between $1,100 and $1,400.
Wow.
So think about how many $20 pizzas do you got to sell to pay the government their property tax, because the landlord just passes it through.
That is so crazy. And this is all educational for you all to understand, to support local. So that is insane.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. So you look at, say, the bigger chains, say a big sit-down pizzeria. There's a few that are opened around here. They rely on alcohol sales. They've got large square footage. Their rent is anywhere from $18,000 to $24,000 a month. So like they look great. They may be very busy, but that is a lot of payment
It is.
to be committed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like do the math, how much that is, per year. That's a commitment.
I know.
It's a house
It's insane.
every year, and you only are renting the space.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
I know.
That's the pressure.
It is a pressure, and it's crazy because I do feel it, and now
Now I need to buy a pizza.
I know. I need to buy a pizza. I need to buy 2 pizzas. Y'all all just call in and start buying pizza, like for real. But it's just insane because of the fact that this, and y'all are still wanting to open up a new location, which y'all did 3 months ago. So that right there just shows that you really believe in your product, and you have a good support system with San Antonio.
Yeah, we do have
we're committed right there.
we do have a great support system with San Antonio, and we love our
And y'all do a
community.
lot of give backs too, as well.
We do a lot, yeah.
Well, talk about that. Like every year, y'all giving back to different organizations, schools, and all that.
Yeah, we do that
The biggest one
every
we
week.
did was NISD.
Yeah, we NISD, as Matt said, is the district, and it's gone cold, the food, but
That's still good.
yeah.
I like cold pizza, by the way. When I say cold, I mean
Room
you put it
temperature.
in the refrigerator, then you open the refrigerator the next day, and you take a
You mean
bite of that
cold,
pizza.
cold. This is not cold.
Yeah, this is
That's
not cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do give back a lot, and I think that is the best form of marketing is to interact with customers, people eating your food, and they're like, "Oh, where's that place?" It's more of like a conversion. You got to convert people to love what you do and your brand, and that is again very difficult. To be a local restaurant owner, no matter what kind of a taco, it could be burger. Competition is fierce. You have so many things working against you. Yeah, but we love it. We love the industry. We love the restaurant industry. We love serving people food. I think there's nothing as good as serving people good food. And
Yes, I agree with that because I love y'all's pizza. I really do. You both being supportive with the pizza festival. I've been part of it since day one. A lot of people, they always ask, they're like, "Who's your favorite pizza? Who's your favorite vendor?" I've learned this the hard way, not to ever give reviews anymore. I was telling them that before we got on the podcast, and I just think everyone has a unique taste. That for me, I haven't had one vendor in the festival, or even if they didn't join the festival, I haven't had one pizza to where I was just like, oh, it wasn't delicious, or I wouldn't go back and eat them. there hasn't been one. I'm trying to think right now if there's a restaurant that I've just like I wasn't really a fan of it, but not really. I think it was probably a food trailer, but I can't think of their name. That's how bad it was. So that's a good thing for me. But your pizza is absolutely delicious, and you being part of the festival has helped the festival itself because people recognize your name. So you and Sophia, a Pizzeria, y'all both have been very supportive since day one. It's just amazing to see a pizza restaurant like y'all's continue to support what we're doing.
Thank you. And one of our goals was every time we come to the festival is like, don't run out of food. So we bring like excessive amount. And it was in a couple of years ago, like all vendors, many of them had run out of food. And that to say there was a large crowd we had across the board. There was such a large crowd of people attending it that a lot of vendors ran out of food. We were like one of the last ones. Even afterwards, we were like, you know what, let's just feed the people. So we, and obviously kudos to the team. Nothing happens without a team. Our team worked very hard. It is, again, it's hard also to be a worker in a restaurant. So it takes a village. So
background, again, for people that are just, tuning in or watching it from the beginning, don't come from a background of restaurants. No. Never even worked at a restaurant.
Nope.
So whose idea was to open up the restaurant and say, hey, let's do pizza?
Well, it was both Matt and I. We led a college ministry.
I don't remember who said that.
Well, we loved food and we loved hospitality. We led a college ministry, and we always had college students at the house. We're like, okay, everybody, we're making fresh pasta, or we're like Nigerian night. We had international students. We're like, okay, we're cooking different kinds of food. So we, as Matt said, we've always been fond of good food. And so we're like, you know what, let's be in business for ourselves. Matt's a civil engineer. He worked at a mine as a junior civil engineer. I worked in our college. I had done electrical engineering. And so we're like, you know what, let's go open a business for ourselves. We love serving. How hard can it be? Let's open a restaurant. So yeah,
12 years later.
12 years later, we're still here.
Congratulations,
so
12 years.
You. Yeah.
Thank
you,
John. Right.
Appreciate
clap
it.
for that. You all clap for that too.
Yeah.
You want to clap to yourselves.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? He's like,
we've been. I have so many. I have so many gray hairs. I have so many gray hairs.
12
But
years.
nothing.
And we've been married 17.
Yeah.
Ooh, 17. That's my favorite
this
number,
month.
y'all. So 17. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about that real quick. 17 years of marriage. I know, right?
Fireworks emoji now. Go ahead.
Pew, pew. But no, 17 years of marriage, and you work together. How do you do that? Because there's some people that just can't do that. There's relationships where they separate. They're like, I have enough of you. I can't be working with you and living with you at the same time, or whatever it is. As people that may want that quote-unquote power couple status, right? Like, we want to be a power couple. What would be the best advice you could give to someone that is in a relationship to where they want to work together? What would be that for both of y'all? Without looking at each other. Don't look at each other. Just
I'll eat pizza while you answer.
Matt and I have...
And they're going for 18 years, okay, after this. So.
Matt and I have, always been... Before business and all that, we're great friends. So I think that's just important to have good relationship with one another. You can hang out and laugh and just be great friends. I think that's just really important for a solid marriage, is to have that. Second, both having our priorities straight. We serve God. Our purpose is to glorify God through our business. So when you're walking, when you have the same goal, then it's not my way, your way, his way, or whatever. So we're committed to that, committed to our, serving the Lord. We're committed to serving our family, raising children that become good citizens, hardworking, to serve others as well, which we love, involving our kids working at the restaurant and all that. So those are elements that really help. And you have to have faith in God that you're going to get through. We've had a lot of rough seasons in business. So going through COVID, all kinds of stuff, closed stores, as Matt said. We've gone through a lot of hardship. Just like any business owner, it's just important to have faith in God that this is for our good, whatever it is, that we're going to be better as a result of that. And
I remember from our premarital counseling we did, there was a thing about it. It was a triangle, and she's over here, I'm over here, and what keeps you growing closer together is ultimately growing closer to God as you go up the triangle.
Okay.
And also for me, I'm a structural, civil engineer. So triangle is a unit of strength. If you think about a bridge, it's very strong. A rectangle actually is easier to bend. So you always need a triangle to support that.
I like that.
And so I looked at it that way. I think that's really important for. So you notice in that lineup of things she gives that we do, the business was fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even get to that till the end. So I think that's important. We date each other still.
How important is that?
And I
honest,
introduced her as my girlfriend the other day, and my kids were like, "What do you mean? Like, what are you
so that's
talking
the laughter,
about?"
the joking,
yes.
yeah.
You have to enjoy life, have a good time, joke around, tease one
They
another,
were very
and in
confused. It was
in a
hilarious.
good way. Well, Matt, like
Because
randomly,
the oldest are 15 and 13 now. When
Yeah.
we started in business, they were, 1.5 and
Yeah.
9 months. So
Yeah.
they're made of pizza.
Matt's the charming one in this relationship, and so Matt got flowers for me the other day, and my 5-year-old is like, "Mama, I think Daddy wants to marry you again." It was just
Yeah.
around. But business is hard, so you want to do your best to serve one another and hold it together. We have, again, our children to serve. We have our communities. We have team members. We have a lot of responsibilities, and so
I think that's such great advice for anyone that's in a relationship and thinking about, opening up a business together, and those are valid, principles that you have, and you're not afraid of saying, you're here to serve the Lord, and that's very powerful because sometimes some people, they can't say it out loud. They keep it to themselves. So that's really good. Good advice, actually.
appreciate it. Yeah.
No, so having the businesses and the kids, you do involve your kids, right? So
Oh,
you
yeah.
do-
All the time. Yes.
Because there's some content that has their kids.
I mean, part of business also, like we're trying to build a legacy for the kids.
Yeah.
You hear about it, other businesses, like you want the kids to have a level up from zero when they get started in life. So our kids, we may not give them anything to start with, but they've been given a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience. Like we're taking them to a business conference, the Vault, next week, and Luke and Mark are going, and they have to sit through. It's going to be
Fill out a manual.
It's going to be a 12-hour Tuesday. It's going to start at 8 a.m. and will probably end at
Wow.
9:30 p.m. And they will do it, and they have been to multiple. So like we're investing in the kids. We use the business to do that.
Yes.
We're on the same page with doing that.
I
And
love that.
so, and then like my daughter, she's like, I'm going to take over the business.
Ooh, look at her.
She's 9. She's like, I'm.
Ooh.
Yeah. We got 3 boys, 1
She's
girl.
ready.
Hannah's like, I'm on it.
Y'all adopting kids?
So,
Yeah.
no.
No, we're maxed out with the 4 and the team and all.
Right.
There's a lot going on.
I tried to negotiate for more kids, and
Yeah,
I
man.
had to have more restaurants instead. It's like a kid, but not,
Right,
not
it
quite.
is.
So,
So kids are involved. That's great. Here's a question that I'm sure people want to know too, is since you have your businesses and your kids, you're teaching them, do you believe that they should be in public school or any kind of schooling?
We
Or
we homeschool. We do
Okay,
homeschool
see,
today.
homeschool,
Yeah, we
okay.
do homeschool, and that's why, again, as Matt was saying,
we
like
tried
next
2
week,
years of
Yes.
private school.
we did
not
send them to
public.
private school for 2 years. Before that, we did homeschool. We're back to homeschooling again.
Because do you think, like, in my personal opinion, I think public school's a waste. We all went to school, right? Yes and yes.
Yeah, I went to public high school, so.
I went to elementary, middle school, high school, and I don't think any of that was useful for what we do now.
Yeah, and the world is
I
changing
don't
with
think it's
AI
useful.
and all
with
of that.
The way the world is
Yeah.
changing, the speed that is changing with AI, going into business, being able to. I saw a post the other day. It was essentially saying like how Rockefeller and early school systems was set up to produce factory workers. Well, now the robot is going to be the factory worker. So
Yeah.
what are we going to do? We have to learn leadership development. We have to learn what's creative. How can we build a business that is something a robot can't do? You got to go build that with people. Like there's a lot to do. I don't think the public school system, I mean, we've hired a lot of people from that are going to school actively at the public school system. Some of them don't read very well, and that's concerning. Like if you can't read, you can't make yourself better. That scares me. Like we have a book of the month club. We have a reading club in the company.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's important. We
we have team members
the
give
most important one. If
presentations.
I'm going to shout out a book, it's going to be the
Yeah.
Anxious Generation.
Okay.
Have you read it?
What is that about?
Okay, it is all about Gen Z and the relationship with their phones, and Gen Alpha and wherever we're at right now. The relationship with the iPhone, how it came out, and the anxiety it has caused youth by giving them permission to have those phones.
Yeah.
It's like our kids don't have phones. Period. They've
That's
asked.
amazing.
They have no phone. You can, Mark was texting with Mama's phone, but like they're not
They're not gonna have their own cell
They don't have their
phone.
own phone. They don't have any social media.
They do play video games and on
Yeah.
the computer.
We gave
at
in on
home.
that.
It's
That
all.
was a mistake.
It's like a public facing, but I do think also as parents, it's our job to protect our children, and they will find out the world is crazy soon enough.
Well,
The world is crazy
They've
somewhat.
heard the secondhand conversations
Yes.
of being business owners together as a couple.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
and
know.
and they work at the restaurant, so they have no problem being social and serving other people.
No, and they
Like,
do great
yeah.
with content too. I've
Yeah.
seen some of your kids in the videos too as
Yeah.
well. So that's great to incorporate them.
Yeah.
And I think it shows people too as well that they're a normal family, just operating a business basically and serving people.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to see that. But it's always good to get other people's perspectives, on public schooling because it just, to me, I there's no, I don't know, it just, I wonder the day that if I have kids, like how that would be, because I don't think it's beneficial.
Yeah.
In a sense, unless they change school somehow. But then you have, like you were mentioning, you have AI and ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is changing faster than that system
As
can
business
change.
owners right now, before we get off, have y'all utilized ChatGPT and AI to your businesses as well? I know I have.
Oh yeah.
Every
So-
day.
Yeah, I think.
And I try not to be honest with you. I really do try not to.
We.
I don't know. On the last thing on the homeschooling, because I think that's a big deal.
Yes.
Is we like the public school system. We help out all the public schools where we
Yes.
can. What concerns me is that they aren't. The results that they look at is not preparing the kids and the youth for where business is going, where the world is going. And so they're getting out there and they suffer with anxiety. Like, I don't want to see a 17-year-old coming into my company who's on, whatever anti-anxiety pill he's on. Like
That is
when we
crazy
were
how
going
that
into,
works. Yeah.
when we were going into high school, when I was going into high school, 2004 and 2002, like we didn't have any of that.
Yeah,
like
none.
that was not
Yeah.
talked about. And
wasn't.
that just makes me nervous. Like, why can't they process it? Why can't they deal with it? Why can't they, if I hand you a drill, I have handed a Gen Z a drill and said, here, put that poster up on the wall. Here's a drill, here's a screw. And he just held it and looked at me. Like, they've got to go, I don't know. I don't have a solution for it.
No.
I do think it needs to change. Like, continuing the path is not good.
Yeah.
So for us,
that's mind
it's
blowing
harder
because
to-
I didn't know that.
it's
So,
harder to homeschool.
Yeah, it is.
But it's hard to have your kid dependent on you till they're 35 and living in the basement, which is statistically very highly likely for young men right now, according to the stats I've seen out there in the world.
I actually have a couple of people that I've seen that, their kids are 25, 26, 27, still living at home. They do the norm of working at least, but then they're in their rooms playing video games.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I'm just like, is that really how it's shifting?
Is that what we were created to do?
Yeah, and it's crazy because even I saw just today on Instagram a post where it showed the old McDonald's to the modern McDonald's right now. How much colorful and the characters.
I saw that one.
And all of a sudden it's just now a modern. Or there was another post within that post, like a slide. It was showing the cyber trucks compared to the colorful vehicles that are out here, and just how everything's
like a
kinda
parking lot that's in the 70s versus a current parking lot. It's all white and black.
It just makes you think of how certain things is shifting towards that. It's kind of scary in a way too as well. But it's I think we could talk about that for a long conversation.
This podcast goes for 3 hours, right?
3 hours, right? 3 hours, yes. And we'll go right back into a Tuesday, right? Tuesday morning. But no, it's amazing to see what y'all are doing with the brand of Mattenga's. Again, for the viewers, it's both their names together. So if you didn't know that, Matt and Enga is their names together, Mattengas. Share that story. How did y'all decide to go with that name for the viewers?
Well, so Matt, Enga, and we put our names together with the pi symbol and everything. You can see the pi right here because we're nerdy engineers. And we needed something that wasn't taken, a domain that wasn't taken, and it sounded Italian because we're not. So we needed help, and here we are with Mattengas. I've heard it called Magentas, Mattengas,
Matt Engas.
Matt Engas, Matt and Engas.
Mattengas.
Oh yeah, that one with a Z. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Yeah,
Mattengas.
we've had
Magentas still is confusing
Mattengas.
because the T's over here and the G's over.
Yeah, Mattengas. Magentas. Magentas.
Yep.
Just gonna change it now. Magentas.
Yeah, we can't put the color. We can't use the color either. That's like a T-Mobile color or something.
Oh.
We're not anywhere close to that.
That's so crazy. But Mattengas.
Yep.
12 years.
12 years.
That is amazing.
12 and a half. I mean, we started in March.
It's crazy because you say that you're not, Italians or anything like that, right? So I was eating at Chipotle today, and Chipotle was, I don't know if y'all know this, but Chipotle was created in Denver, Colorado.
Yep.
I did not know that. I thought it was going to be
You
like...
didn't know? That's why they do burritos, because Colorado's big on burritos.
I thought it was going to be like a Mexican city, Mexican founder. Nope. Good old Chipotle.
A white guy.
White guy, yep.
A
white guy.
With glasses.
Yep. And I was shocked. I was like, that was one of the smartest white people ever, man, to just say, hey, you know what? I was inspired by burritos. Then let's go ahead and make, something inspirational by burritos and Chipotle, and they decided to name it Chipotle and make it a Mexican grill chain. And I was just like, wow. Good old Denver. Can't believe that. It's shocking.
Yeah. You wouldn't think it unless you know.
Yeah.
Go look.
So, before we get off, what's one piece of advice that you would give to someone that is thinking about starting a pizza restaurant? For both of y'all.
How crazy are you? I just need a scale, If you're thinking about buying a pizza restaurant, make sure you've got... I think your lease really matters. Your location really matters for getting in that traffic, getting people. Actually spoke to a guy here in San Antonio, started in the last 2 months, and he was just emotionally, he's drained because starting a restaurant is very difficult. I got his sales numbers. Like I feel where he's at. He's at when we started our second location. That's where he's at. Is like, you can't get traction. You don't know why. You don't know what you're doing. Like, it is very difficult. So watch your lease, because those expenses, you can't do anything about it. 2, I would highly suggest you get educated. The internet has unlimited amounts of information, but know what you're getting yourself into, where your numbers need to be. I've talked to people, they don't know their numbers well. Like, I asked them, what is this number? And wasn't sure. I'm like, okay, you need to know these numbers. You track it, stuff like that. So, and then I think in pizza, a large part of pizza, thanks to Domino's, Costco, H-E-B, pizza is a product that it's just ubiquitous. It's everywhere. What is the word I'm looking for?
Commodity?
It's a commodity. Thank you. It's a commodity.
12 years. No, 17 years in marriage. See that? See that, how that worked?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
You can finish what I'm saying. You got the next 2 points.
Go
Okay, I got these 2. It's a commodity. So if you don't have a good story and you don't serve the community in a good way, I think you're going to struggle to
You have to have an
compete
edge, yeah.
just on a pepperoni pizza. And by the way, the numbers say 45% of our pizza sales is just pepperoni pizzas. So you got to have a good pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good
I love
Go ahead.
pepperoni.
You got 2 more points.
I wanted to say, in terms of restaurant business or pizzeria, I think that people have opinions about what it is like to be successful in the restaurant business. Customers have opinions. They give us advice and tips. team members also. Like you may have worked at a restaurant as a server and you complain about your manager or the restaurant owner, you're like, oh, I could have done better than that or whatever. It's that you don't have
This is
perspective.
us in 2015.
Yeah. You don't have perspective. You don't have a 360 view of all the departments that need to work together to have a restaurant that's successful. As Matt's saying, like even cash flow management, finances, marketing, media, team members, management is a whole world and stuff. So I do think my advice is go work for a successful restaurant owner, 2 to 3 years. See if you've got what it takes. Everybody, thinks they've got a plan until they get a punch in the face, Mike Tyson. But it is, oh yeah, I can do it, and it's going to be this till you need to put in the work. Are you willing to work 2 to 3 years, 100 hours a week, potentially not making a profit? If not, don't do it.
Absolutely.
Go become a great manager at Chick-fil-A. They pay great, or Panda Express, or something else. If you want to have your own, it's going to take a minute.
It's going to take a lot.
Yeah.
That's good advice, because some
So,
people,
it's easier to do it when you're married to your business partner.
See, that could be good advice too. Marrying the right person, right?
Yep. That
That's a big,
helps a lot.
It helps a lot.
It helps a lot. Yeah.
That's great. So, last question of the night. There's so many pizza restaurants here in the city. Who are some of your favorite pizza restaurants besides Mattenga's? Who are some of your other favorite pizza restaurants here in the city that you actually enjoy?
We eat so much of our own pizza because always we're at the restaurant and we get a slice, and we have our children with a lot and always get pizza. So we don't go out to eat a pizza particularly as much unless it's like
After 12 years in business, it's gotten much harder to go out
here
to
in the
eat
city.
pizza.
But we've had Sophia's; they have great pizza.
Mia Marco's, we
Mia
were
Marco's
talking
has
about
great
earlier.
pizza. We just if we are out of town, we go to pizzerias for sure. Like when we travel or whatever, for sure we will have pizza somewhere.
Like what's a pizza restaurant that not here in San Antonio that you have traveled and you absolutely love?
Pizza Rock in Las Vegas.
Pizza Rock?
Yeah, Tony
Okay.
Tony
Gimignani's
Gimignani
restaurant.
has that one,
He
yeah.
also has Slice House, which we've been to in San Francisco. He's the top. He's like the number one guy in the pizza world.
Really?
Is Tony Gimignani. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he's
Because
got
because
you
he
go
was
to
the first
Pizza Rock.
American who went to Italy and won championship over year. Like, he's the
First American to go beat the Italians at their game.
granted American, but Italian descent. So is that but American who went over there to Italy and all that. So
He's
but,
Italian and he is Italian, not like us where we made it sound Italian because we're not.
yeah.
This is awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay, so share where people can find you on social media platforms, through your Facebook, Instagram.
Sure, we're Mattenga's Pizza and all social platforms. And I wanted to say September 5th
September 5th, y'all.
is National Cheese Pizza Day, and Mattenga's is serving 10-inch cheese pizzas for $5.
$5, y'all.
So you have to have cheese pizza on Saturday, September 5th. No matter where you go, celebrate cheese pizza. Life is better because of pizza.
We got to throw something else on there. We got to give some tickets away to the pizza festival too as well for that. Keep on following their
and
page.
that's coming up in October,
Yeah,
right?
October
Very-
11th.
Yeah.
So less than 50 days now. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out there. We have the Turtle Van coming out too as well. Live music, great vendors participating this year. I can't say thank you enough to both of you to being part of the festivals and just being supportive. These are, you all saw the episode. Replay it. I mean, incredible, amazing individuals, people here in the city of San Antonio, and support all their locations, whatever is closest to you. But thank you again for
Thank you.
staying up late on a Monday night with us. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's official MikeAnthony.Torres. For Late Nights with All Access, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see y'all next Monday at 8 p.m. And as always, make sure to support local.
And make sure to go to all the festivals. There's so many in San Antonio to choose from.
Thank you.